It is 4:18 a.m. on Monday, July 18th, 2022. It is 66 degrees outside. You know that thing I do where I overhear a conversation mentally or astrally, and I hear it perfectly. But that conversation is actually happening between a piece of my soul and someone else, and the human me overhears it. Most of the time. And I'm hearing it a lot today. I woke up at 3:01 a.m. Yet again, third day in a row. I don't know what's been going on. I've been going to sleep at 8:30, 9 p.m., waking up at 3 a.m. And today I woke up overhearing a conversation, and I haven't spoken a single word until this video started. Now I want you to just listen. I don't want you to be looking at the screen. You can put the phone down or go do the dishes or whatever you need to be doing. Or just relax. Because this isn't a video where it's a conversation you're overhearing. Now there's the human me. I was born. I have a parent. I have a mother and father, grandparents, family, siblings. I've dated. I've had jobs. I wake up. I go to sleep. I cook. I clean. I'm mostly by myself every day, every week, every month, except for a few days of the month. Maybe 2 or 3 tops. And then the rest of the time I'm by myself. In those 2 or 3 days I'm with my biological family. And in that world, everything's okay. Everyone's fine. The more I do this, the more they seem to benefit, and I don't know how. The world seems to benefit, and I don't know how. I don't see the results. But I'm here every day on my own, while there is an entire other human reality going on that I'm a part of, but I don't know anything about it. There's politics, there's governments, there are people gossiping and stalking, there are secret societies, there are organizations, there's medical attention that I haven't received in years. There's so much going on in the world that I don't know about because I'm almost always, 28 out of 30 days out of the month, alone in my apartment with a cat that refuses to be held or close to me. And the only interactions I have with people in this apartment building or the neighborhood are predominantly those which have me wonder about the state of safety I'm in and the state of mental well being of myself and others. So I stay to myself. I exercise inside the apartment. I play video games. I daydream. I watch TV, but not broadcast TV. I only have a television that works with Netflix properly. So when I say I'm watching TV, that's what I mean. I'm usually just watching Netflix or a DVD. And then there's this whole other side of people insulting me, copying me, monitoring me, spying, observing, astrally invading my space. There are people that have cursed and hexed me. There have been people who have faked being in a relationship with me to take from me. There have been people who have physically crossed my boundaries. There have been people who have stolen money from me. There are people who have bottlenecked the amount of money I can get per month, limited to $900. There are people who interfere with my ability to gain employment, even at a Dollar Tree. There are people who follow me when I go outside. When I'm playing video games, there are people in the video games that follow me around and make it known to me of who they are and why they're there. And since they're good at their job, there's no evidence to track it back to them. So I keep to myself and I meditate. I create things. I imagine. I let go. I'm in a world and I'm not attached to it in any way. I'm just waiting. But for what? For who? The version of me you guys know. There's a human version. Has a birth name, a gender, a social security number. There's multiple histories about the person, the physical being I am. I've been called so many words, from good and bad, and I won't disgrace your ears or your home by speaking those words. And throughout all of it that I've overheard and I've experienced the effects of people believing those things about me through their actions towards me. I just, I keep to myself because I don't know how to persuade you or to convince you or to show you of me when all you see of me are the words you speak on top of me. From Godchild to insert negative comment. Take your pick. I've been called pretty much everything. for both genders. But there's a person that none of you seem to know. Not the person I am physically, not the person I am spiritually, or the person you people think I am, or the person I am that I don't remember consciously because it's been blocked out of my mind. There's a person I know I am. And in your world, I did not know that you consider that person mythological until I moved to the United States. And until I was 36 years old. I opened up a Google search result and I read, and I was listening to something from John Lamlash talking about Sophia. And I didn't have a name for any of it. And then I realized, wait a minute, let me go back. Let me see all the stories and memories I wrote in my journals. Let me remember my own dreams and my own memories. And yep, I'm apparently a mythological figure that nobody sees. But some do. Some knew this before I knew this. Some designed it this way. And some intended this from the beginning and have put things into motion for millennia to make certain these things occur. But who am I, right? To anybody. I've been labeled so many things my entire life. I've had cognitive dissonance in regards to who I actually am to myself. I've had so much time on my own that being painted as the villain and the hero. And then the insignificant one, the one that doesn't matter. No one remembers. God's throwaway girl. And all the while I sit here, alone, day in and day out, since I've been 5 years old, thinking, how can this be? How can I be in such a little body? Why does it hurt? Why is nature being destroyed? Why are people fighting? What do you mean you get sick? You have to pay for what? You live here. Why do you have to pay for housing? What do you mean there's people in charge telling you what you can and can't do? Wait, you can't grow a flower? Wait, you have to pay to get your body healed? And your body has to be healed? Oh my God, you have to pay for food? What do you mean you have to drive? Where do you get the oil for the car? Where's the forest that was over there? What do you mean you're lying to me? What do you mean you're leaving? How do you not remember me? How can't you see me? I'm looking right at you. What are you looking at? Do you not hear what I'm saying to you? Is what I'm saying not what I'm saying? And decades of this, decades of having to live a life in a suit that I don't get to see, but others do, and others make up their own mind about it. And I have no ability to prove them otherwise. Because everything I do has been copied, plagiarized, pasted, diluted, homogenized, insulted, desecrated, and made into a joke. Until it's ready to be used by the people who made it that way, in their own way. But then the damage is done already. And when they can't do that, they silence, they block, they infiltrate. And all the while I sit here, wondering why this war exists, and why I'm involved. Why am I so important yet so insignificant that I don't even get to have roller skates or a vehicle to go to the grocery store or my own little area to plant in without being harassed, stalked, or threatened, or violated, or abandoned, while at the same time being blamed for everyone and everything's problems, worries, fears, and concerns, traumas, and memories, experiences, and things they made up. And I'm supposed to be behaving in a way where I'm aware of doing those things, but I'm not because I didn't. So no matter what I do, it seems like I'm lying to people because they're only expecting to see a certain response out of me because of who they've painted me out to be. In the meanwhile, they copy paste things they like while they insult where they got it from. While I sit here and wonder, how can I be so insignificant? And yet, the villain, or the scapegoat, or the victim, or the martyr, or the violent one, or so on and so forth, or the boss lady, or the Elohim, or the prophet, or the oracle, or the messenger, the daughter, or the son, the sister, or the brother, whatever. But you don't even know me. Some of you do, though. So how does someone rectify any of this? Now, I know a lot of you listening, you have your own cognitive dissonance. You have your own problems in reality. People see you in a different way than who you really are. But who are you really? I know who I am, despite what the clay people think in their history of who I am. I know who I am. Will I ever be able to prove it? No. But there are people claiming. Oh my goodness, the claims people make. So, this thing about me, the physical me, And then the me people think I am. And then those few people who know, and those even fewer that knew before I was even born. And those people who are just following orders, sir. What would you do if you were so insignificant, yet so important, and so ignored, but so observed, so protected, but so harassed, a prisoner in a gilded cage that you gilded yourself, and then get told you live in garbage? No matter what I do, no matter what I say, you only hear what you want to hear, won't you? So ask yourself, listener, how are you doing to yourself or to others what's been done to me? I love you. Take care of yourself.